Nope.
What is up, you guys? I'm James from James Reptiles here in the reptile room. Today's video is going to be a little something new. I'm going to go over one of my gecko projects. I actually filmed a video last week where I went over all the projects for this year, and it was just long and confusing, and I just really want to simplify it and break it down. So we're going to do something where I go over one project for part of the video and talk about some other stuff for the other part. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I just want to say these enclosures, I cleaned them like 4 days ago. They're super dirty, and I'm going to clean it again tonight. That's just how it goes. So keep that in mind. I'm going to show you 4 geckos. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so we're going to start with this red project right here. And basically this is my snow project. This is what eventually will be my super snow project. It's 1A. It's project 1, A through B. It's only 4 tubs. Last year it was only 3, or what would have been 3, so definitely progress. I just want to try to do everything right this year. So here we have my male. Now he looks like a normal, obviously, but he's what's known as a snow, a max snow, and I proved that out last year when he produced snow babies and super snow babies. So here is a normal to go with him. This is the first girl. This will be her first year breeding, and I know a lot of people are thinking, wow, I get this a lot. Wow, she's really big, she's really dark. Why don't you breed that with the Black Knight? Now, the goal is, in the future, probably next year or later, I will do that. But the Black Knight is a very, he's not very big. And last year when I bred him, it was his first year, he lost a lot of weight. And now he's already with like 4 or 5 females. Let's take, he's right here. Yeah, he's with a bunch of females. So I'm kind of nervous about him. I don't want him to breed too many animals, because 1, he'll lose weight, 2, I don't know if I'll be able to sell that many awesome animals, but probably next year, if I have something really dark, I'll breed to that. I really want Black Knights to, you know, I want to get my Black Knight project, to get off topic from this project, I want my Black Knights to be darker, be bigger, and be healthier, and, you know, I'm going to start working on that next year. This year, I just need to get more of them, so I can be able to do that. Now this girl bred to Malloy last year. Malloy's the male. That's his name because I had him as a pet. And she's missing a hand. She's actually a tug snow. And actually both these females are missing a hand, and they're both tug snows. Now I wouldn't really recommend that, but because I know that these are tug snows and I know he's a max snow, I know the babies that come out, I sell them telling people what they are. And next year I will replace them because I'll get a male tug snow for these girls, and I'll get more female max snows and super snows. I actually have plans on getting more super snows very soon, so I'll be raising them up so next year they'll be nice and big, and you know, I'll produce my own line of stuff, and you know, it'll be real good. So I label it 1A and B. That way I know which eggs come from which mom. I'll put them in different deli cups. So him to the normal will go in 1A, and him to tug snows will go in 1B. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. That's how we did it at my old work, and that's what made sense to me, so I said, well, I'll just keep doing it that way. But nevertheless, let's get on the road and we'll talk about shows. Alright, you guys, I am on the road, on my way to work. I left real early this morning, had a lot of things to do, had to get gas, had to, you know, go to the ATM, get breakfast, and talk to you guys. So, first, I just want to say I got McDonald's cinnamon rolls because they have cinnamon rolls now, and I love cinnamon rolls, and they smell absolutely delicious, and it took them a while, so you know they're going to be soft and fresh, and I'm just super hyped about that. But a lot of you guys will know, and if you watch the videos, you'll know I got those 2 orange geckos, those tangerine tornadoes, and the reason I had those shipped was because the Vegas show got postponed. Now, the Vegas show is owned by a company called Reptilian Nation. It's the Reptilian Nation show. They do the Vegas, they do a couple of them. They got postponed till sometime in January. I think either mid to late January. Well, the guy who puts on that show called me yesterday, and that may seem really weird, but let me give some context. He also does the Bay Area show, which I vended last year and I attended the year before. So he gave me a call yesterday. He called everyone who vended last year. He called them all, so I was on the list. So I was really happy about that. It actually made me feel kind of important. I was like, oh shit, I'm on the list. He called me about a show. Normally, I'm sitting on Facebook for a couple hours, researching all the shows throughout the year, trying to find out who runs them, trying to get on the list to vend them. He called me, which was awesome. So he called me and he said, hey, Vegas got postponed. And I said, yeah, I know, I was planning on going. He said, oh, I'm sorry, like it's in January if I want. Timing doesn't really work out, whatever. You know, I got the geckos I wanted anyway. That's kind of the reason I wanted to go to Vegas, was to, one, film for you guys, and two, pick up my geckos. So it all worked out in the end. I mean, unfortunately I didn't get to film, but what are you gonna do? So he goes, hey, the Cow Palace, the city council said we can do Cow Palace, we're gonna make it happen. And I said, yeah? He said, yeah. And I said, okay, write me down. You know, I asked him how many tables, like how much the price on the tables. I'm like, all right, write me down for one table. Put me next to Mondo, preferably. He said he just texted Mondo, and Mondo said the exact same thing, to put him right next to me. So that was actually really funny. I love Mondo. I love that guy. Definitely, I will, you know, film at Cow Palace. I don't know if you guys remember, I did film Cow Palace. I can't believe, I mean, it's 3 months away, but Cow Palace was 9 months ago. Can you guys believe that? Holy cow. I will link the Cow Palace video down below, but I just want to come at you and talk to you and kind of discuss everything that's going to happen. So they're not really releasing rules about masks and distance and all that until right before the show happens, which is usually how they do it, even before COVID, which kind of sucks. It makes it really hard to plan. But masks will be mandatory. I will have hand sanitizer at my table. I always do anyway. And there will be a 6-foot gap between tables. This is what the promoter told me specifically. Ryan Minardi, very, very friendly guy. Love that guy. He told me, so tables will be 6 feet apart. Well, there'll be a couple feet on every side so the vendors can stay 6 feet apart. Vendors wear masks, customers wear masks. Only so many people in the building. They gave us the whole Cow Palace. Normally it's only in like 1 or 2 rooms at Cow Palace. It's in the whole Cow Palace, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But my cinnamon rolls tipped over. Can't have that. But it's gonna be one-way aisles, just like when you go to Walmart and they have those little floor signs, one way only. It's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be, tables are only gonna be on one side of each aisle. So what I imagine is people are just gonna zigzag in and out. And he said, you're not really gonna be able to stop to talk for a long time, which is really a big bummer. But honestly, for the Bay Area shows, it's not the biggest deal. And part of that is the Bay Area likes to spend money. People in the Bay Area have money. They love to spend it. They love to just walk up and drop a bunch of money on an animal. It's just kind of how they roll down there. You know, Sacramento area, everyone's super cheap. They'll sit there and talk to you for 2 hours and then say, oh, I'll come back and see if the snake is here, still here at the end of the day, to try to get a good deal. Bay Area is not like that. So it kind of works out for this show. But the problem I have with having all of Cow Palace to do our show, to vend, is that Cow Palace is a big center. That's why we only use a portion of it usually. But so I think a lot of people, you know, they're gonna forget some of the rooms. So depending on what room everyone gets, it's gonna be hard. You know, the big vendors who want, you know, 3 or 4 booths, they're gonna have the best time, because they're gonna be able to they're gonna be in the big rooms that everyone knows about Cow Palace, and they're just gonna have probably more people come by. Now, it's not the biggest deal, and I will say it is a 3-day show. So the plan is Friday, and this is how they were planning Vegas before it got canceled. The plan is Friday, I'm assuming like 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock will be the show. And then Saturday and Sunday, the normal times, like 10:30 VIP to 5 o'clock, and then 11 to 4 o'clock on Sunday. I'm sure that's how they always do it. That's how Ryan always does it. But the Bay Area show is an awesome show. and I'm quite excited either way. I can't wait to film it. I can't wait to see awesome animals. I can't wait to sell awesome animals. I can't wait to see a lot of people I know and people I miss seeing. That's what I love about the shows. The shows are really one of my favorite aspects about the hobby. Is you just see everyone you know. You're like, oh hey, I haven't seen you in 4 months. How are you? What stuff do you have? People that are really into the hobby. So I'm into it for all that fun stuff. Now the Bay Area show is January 23rd, 24th, 25th, whatever that through like Friday, Saturday, Sunday right there is. There is one problem with that. We are moving right then. Our lease is up January 31st. I plan on going to the show. I know my girlfriend was like, well, you can go to the show and have fun and I'll pack up. I plan on going to the show. I'm gonna try to have everything packed beforehand so she can come with me and I can just make it easy on her. I'm gonna take a couple of days off. I have sick time. I can use that. It's possible that we're gonna be out before that. You know, it's very possible we're gonna be out before that. Just because we should be able to find a place and they might overlap for a week or two. So who knows? But I just want to share this with you guys. You know, I'm always bummed when shows get canceled, and you know, I apologize. You know, I hyped up the Vegas show because I was so excited because I know we hadn't had one in months. And now the next show is the Bay Area show, which I guess has been a year since we've had a show, because I think Bay Area show was the last show I went to or I vended or anything. So fingers crossed it doesn't get canceled. I've heard from other show promoters that their shows will also be happening this year, which I think one of them happens after a little, like a month and a half or 2 months after the Bay Area. There's a show in June, there's a show in July, there's a show in September. So we're getting back on the schedule. Now, normally this time of year is a dead time for shows. So it's not that big of a deal. There's like a 3 or 4 month gap where within a 4-hour drive, there aren't really any shows. But this year definitely changed that. You know, when we went all the way from February without a show, as opposed to Sacramento show in September, and then there's a gap, and then January is the Cow Palace. It definitely puts a toll on you when that's what you love to do, which is what I love to do. So that's that. That's kind of my rant. So I'm going to be selling a lot of geckos. Hopefully I sell a lot of geckos. If you want to buy one, please do. It definitely supports the channel. The more I sell, the more animals I can accumulate and bring to Cow Palace to sell, which is just the goal, right? So if I can bring a bunch of animals and sell them, that's awesome. You know, if I can only bring a couple animals and sell them, it's cool. But I think we'll have a fun time at the show. And I definitely invited my buddy Kevin, who makes incubators. I said, hey, come to my table, sell incubators under my name for the weekend, because legally he has to. He'll give me a little bit of money. He'll get lots of exposure, which he doesn't need because he, you know, has all the inquiries he wants, all the commissions he needs. And then my buddy Edgar might go. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna see some friends. We're gonna have a lot of fun seeing awesome animals, and you know I'll definitely film it. But anyway, I just want to come at you guys and tell you that I'll go over the next leopard gecko project in the next video, along with any updates I hear about anything. So nevertheless, enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. I don't know what day this video is going up. Maybe Saturday morning. But enjoy your weekend. Have a great time. I'm James Reptiles. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, jamesreptiles@gmail.com. If you have any questions, James Reptiles on MorphMarket. It's really easy to search. I've got stuff for really good prices on there. Go check it out. And that's about it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.